Library. Today is Portugal Day, June 10th, and this is our Portugal Day concert. It's sponsored by the Stoughton Cultural Council, which is partially funded by the Mass Cultural Council. And every year we write a grant. This year the theme for the library is Portugal. We'll be having Portuguese dancers as well at another program this summer. So more to come on that. So Portugal Day is one of the public holidays in Portugal and celebrated by Portuguese people throughout the world. It commemorates the death on June 10th, 1580 of Louis Camões, a poet and a national literary icon who wrote an epic poem celebrating Portuguese history and achievements, focusing on the many explorations of the world which brought fame and fortune to the country. Today we have a special guest, Stoughton native Michelle Romeiro. She is a well-known local Portuguese artist, and she's recorded 3 albums and has performed all over the US, Canada, the Caribbean, and Portugal. And along with her solo performances, she currently performs at the annual International Portuguese Music Awards and regularly leads children as a kids ministry worship leader. Please give a warm welcome to Michelle Romeiro.
Sei, vivo um poema cantado de um fado que eu inventei a falar. Não posso dar-me, mas ponho a alma a cantar e as almas sabem escutar. Chorei, chorei, poetas do meu país, troncos da mesma raiz da vida que nos juntou. E se vocês não estivessem a meu lado, então não havia fado, nem fadistas como eu sou. Esta voz tão dolorida é culpa de todos vós, poetas da minha vida. A loucura ouço dizer, mas bendito esta loucura de cantar e de sofrer. Chorei, chorei, poetas do meu país, troncos da mesma raiz da vida que nos juntou. E se vocês não estivessem a meu lado, então não havia fado, nem fadistas como eu sou.
Então
honor to be here and a privilege, and I'm just so excited to be here. Not only because this is my hometown, Stoughton, where I was born and raised, but also that we get to celebrate and embrace the Portuguese heritage, Portuguese culture together. Those, I see people who are Portuguese, people I know, and other people who are not Portuguese, and we all get to celebrate this together. And even more special, on June 10th, which is Portugal Day. And it's just such a wonderful opportunity to be able to be here. And I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for inviting me here. And I have several songs to sing for you this afternoon. Most of them will be fado, some traditional songs. If those of you who are unfamiliar with fado, fado is the heart of Portuguese music. It is centuries old. They don't even know where it came from, but it has stuck. It is just as popular now as it was centuries ago. And I think by listening to it, usually we do have a couple of guitarists, including a Portuguese guitarist. We don't have that, but you know what? I just invite you to use your imagination, and in these recording tracks you can hear the Portuguese guitar, and you hear just the sound of it, and just the way that the music is played. It embraces our emotion, our passion, and it's just all different. And in the songs, in the words, it talks about different parts that the Portuguese people have endured throughout life, have embraced. And so I invite you on this journey this afternoon. I hope you enjoy the show. And let's go to this next song. This song is called Meu Amor é Marinheiro. My love is a fisherman. Mora no alto mar, seus braços são como vento, ninguém os pode amarrar. Quando chega à minha beira, todo o meu sangue é o rio, onde o meu amor abarca o meu coração navio. Disse que eu tinha na boca gosto a saudade, e os cabelos onde nascem os ventos de liberdade. Meu amor é marinheiro, e quando chega à minha beira, acende croco na boca e canta desta maneira. Mas um dia eu hei de voltar às águas dos nossos rios. Eu irei passar nas cidades como o vento nas areias, e abrir todas as janelas, e abrir todas as cadeias. Kind of silly title of a song, My Love is a Fisherman, but that is It's really such an important part of our Portuguese culture, the fishing industry. But what comes with that is, I mean, nowadays we have GPS, we have that technology where not many ships get lost at sea, but before all that, many men were fishermen, and that was their life, and they would spend months and months away from their families, away from their children, their spouses, their parents, and they were at the mercy of the sea, the weather, and whatever was to bring to them, and only having faith to be able to return. So that song I just sang is a more, it's a happier time. It's a woman waiting for her lover to come back, and she's getting the house prepared and waiting for him to come back with open arms. But unfortunately, that doesn't always happen. Some people just don't come back, and mothers and wives are by the ocean waiting for them to come back, and they just don't return. And this next song is, it speaks of that, and it brings a more somber connection to life at sea.
Os olhos não se levantam para prender o navio. Que fazes aí, Lisboa? E olhos fincados no rio largo, que ontem partiu e não volta mais. Choram lágrimas de pedra em cada esquina do cais. Barco que ontem partiu e não volta mais.
So this next song is probably one of the most popular popular fados, sung by a famous queen of fado, Amália Rodrigues, and it's a song called Uma Casa Portuguesa, which is a Portuguese house. And you know, no matter, and many of you probably know this song, so I invite you to sing with me. And you know, no matter how poor the house is, it's always full of food, full of hospitality, full of joy and wine, and it's just wonderful. It's just a wonderful time. I love going back to Portugal and seeing my family, and not just people in Portugal. You know, all of that hospitality has been brought here, just like in many other cultures has the same. But hope you enjoy this. Uma casa portuguesa. Uma casa portuguesa fica bem, pão e vinho sobre a mesa. E se à porta humildemente bate alguém, senta-se à mesa com a gente. Fica bem essa franqueza, fica bem, e o povo nunca desmente. A alegria da pobreza está nesta grande riqueza de dar e ficar contente. Quatro paredes caiadas, um cheirinho alecrim, um caixo de uvas douradas, duas rosas no jardim, um São José do Azulejo, mais um sol de primavera, uma promessa de beijos e dois braços à minha espera. É uma casa portuguesa, com certeza, é com certeza uma casa portuguesa. No conforto pobrezinho do meu lar, a fartura de carinho, na cortina, na janela, ao luar, mais um sol que bate nela. Basta pouco com bichinho para alegrar uma existência singela. É só amor, pão e vinho, um caldo verde, verdinho, afumegando na tigela. Quatro paredes caiadas, um cheirinho alecrim, um caixo de uvas douradas, duas rosas no jardim, um São José do Azulejo, mais um sol de primavera, uma promessa de beijos, dois braços à minha espera. É uma casa portuguesa, com certeza, é com certeza uma casa portuguesa. É uma casa portuguesa, com certeza, é com certeza uma casa portuguesa. Thank you so much. Muito obrigada. Thank you. So, another part that is very close to our Portuguese culture, and one thing I grew up as a baby is our faith in God, our faith in what's up in heaven. You know, these festivals that you see in all over New England, they're not just Portuguese festivals. They're festivals celebrating and honoring our God, Jesus, Mary, Saint Joseph, Saint John, and our faith is what holds us and gives us the strength to go throughout life. You know, we know that in this world, especially now, with everything that we see, everything that's going on, and all the struggles that are going on, you know, having faith doesn't mean that things are going to be perfect, but it gives us the strength to move on. It gives us the joy, the peace that even in the middle of the storm we're able to endure and overcome. So this next song is actually one of my favorite fados because it holds close to me. Being a faith-filled woman, I give it all. I thank God every day, and I thank Him for all the blessings, and including the voice that He's given me, because without Him, I would have none of this. So this song is called Foi Deus, which means it was God. He put the ocean and on the earth. He put the smell into the roses. He put the light in the sun, and He gave me this voice. And He has blessed me with so much. So, foi Deus.
não sabe ninguém, porque canta o fado neste tão magoado de dor e no pranto, e neste tormento todo sofrimento. Eu sinto que a alma cá dentro se acalma nos versos que canto. Foi Deus que deu luz aos olhos, perfumou as rosas e deu ouro ao sol e prata ao ar. Foi Deus que me pôs no peito um rosário de pés que vou desfiando e choro a cantar, e pôs estrelas no céu e fez espaço sem fim, deu luz às andorinhas, ai, e deu-me esta voz a mim. Se canto, não sei o que canto, misto de ternura, saudade, amargura e talvez amor, mas sei que cantando sinto mesmo quando se tem um desgosto e o pranto nos rostos nos deixa melhor. Foi Deus que deu voz ao vento, luz ao firmamento e deu azul às ondas do mar. Foi Deus que me pôs no peito um rosário de pés que vou desfiando e choro a cantar. Fiz poeta ao roxinol, pôs no campo alecrim, deu as flores à primavera e deu-me esta voz a mim. Deu as flores à primavera e deu-me esta voz a mim.
Thank you so much. Muito obrigada. This next song is actually a song that I recorded on my first album, and so it's an original fado. And a lot of fados I've sung has been more traditional style, where it's pretty much just the guitarist, the Portuguese guitar. But as fado has evolved, it has incorporated more instrumentation, strings and drums, and it has really turned into still fado, but just so beautiful the way it has evolved into different styles, and just not being boxed in sometimes. There are times that there are people who want to stick to the traditional style and they don't like anything that goes beyond that. But when we just open our hearts and we open the doors for that, we take such a beautiful style of music and just evolve it, and it just goes into something so much even more beautiful. And that's you know, a lot of songs now, that's what you hear, a more modernized fado. So this one starts to become a little more modernized. So this is called A Rosa que me deste, which is the rose that you gave me. beautiful thing about Fado is even if you don't understand the words, just listening to, these are real guitarists that recorded, that's in these recordings. So just listening to the way they play and just the way the melodies flow, it really, it's very touching. It really brings you to just really touch upon just that emotion. It's, I guess the closest style that you would think of is like the blues is in the American music. It just really takes you away from what's going on, and it just brings you on a journey. And that's what I love, and that's what so many people love about Fado music. So many people I know that appreciate Fado music, even not knowing what all the words. But we're going to continue on with this, also another more modern song, and I love the words to this song. This song is from probably one of the most famous Fado singers now, Marisa, and she, I actually had the privilege to sing and accompanied by one of his guitarists, Angelo Fred, and it was just amazing. And but her songs, this song, Kukuza, it speaks about what Fado is and what Fado isn't, and it's going back to that. If you think that Fado is all about sadness and it's all about almost like, for lack of a better word, like being a snob with Fado. Sometimes you have the Fado snobs who, if you go a little bit off the beaten path, they don't like that. But she says clearly in these words that is not what Fado is about. If Fado is about that, then I am not a fadista. That's what she says. But if it's about looking for hidden words from poets, closet poets, poets who are unknown, but they have the most beautiful words, then I'm not only a fadista, I'm Fado itself. And it's just the way she sings it, it's just so beautiful. So I'll be singing it for you now.
Ser fadista é ser lua, é perder o sol de vista. Se ser fadista é ser lua, é perder o sol de vista. Se a estátua que se insinua, então eu não sou fadista. Se a estátua que se insinua, então eu não sou fadista. Se ser fadista é ser triste, é ser lágrima prevista. Se ser fadista é ser triste, é ser lágrima prevista. Se por pago o fado existe, então eu não sou fadista. Se por mago o fado existe, então eu não sou fadista. Se ser fadista é no fundo uma palavra grossista. Se ser fadista é no fundo uma palavra grossista, rozando as bocas do mundo, então eu não sou fadista. Rozando as bocas do mundo, então eu não sou fadista. Mas se é perder a conquista de tanto verso ignorado, mas se é perder a conquista de tanto verso ignorado, então eu não sou fadista. Eu sou mesmo o próprio fado. Então eu não sou fadista, sou mesmo o próprio fado.
All right, so another thing that the Portuguese people love to embrace is good wine. You'll never have a festival where there's no wine there. And This song, actually, it's an amusing song. It's called Ouça lá, Senhor Vinho, which means, hear me, Mr. Wine. And it's someone talking to wine as if it's a person. And the person's like, you know, what's going on? You know, I have a little bit of your wine, of you, and you know, before you know it, all laws of physics go out the door, and I'm not walking straight, and you know, this just isn't right. But, you know, Mr. Wine talks back. And he says, you know what, I was just grapes in the sun, and it was the sun and the fermentation that gave me my sweetness. And, you know, if you abuse me, I don't like that. You know, Mr. Wine finds that very offensive. So he says, you abuse me, you treat me like water, and I'm going to pay you back. So, but, yeah, so I find these words very amusing, but let's hear it. Here we go.
Ouça lá, Senhor Vinho vai responder, mas com fraqueza, porque é que tira toda a firmeza a quem encontra no seu caminho. Lá por beber um copinho mais, até pessoas pacatas, amigo vinho em desalinho, você merece faz andar regatas. É mau procedimento e a intenção naquilo que faz. Entra-se em desequilíbrio, há equilíbrio que seja capaz. As leis da física falham e a vertical de qualquer lugar oscilam sem se deter e deixa de ser perpendicular. Eu já fui, respondo o vinho, a folha solta a banar o vento. Foi o raio do sol do firmamento que trouxe uma doce carinho. Ainda guardo o calor do sol e assim eu até do ouvido aumento o valor, seja quem for, na boa conta, peso e medida. E só faço mal a quem me julga, ninguém faz pouco de mim. Quem me trata como água é ofensa, pago acaso assim. Você mercê tem razão e em gratidão falar mal meu e em provar o que digo. Vamos, meu amigo, mais um copinho. Eu já fui, respondo o vinho, a folha solta a dar o vento. Foi o raio do sol no firmamento que trouxe a lua doce carinho. Ainda guardo o calor do sol e o sinho até do ouvido aumento o valor, seja de quem for, na boa conta, peso e medida. E só faço mal a quem me julga, ninguém faz pouco de mim. Quem me trata como água é ofensa, pago acaso assim. Você mercê tem razão e em gratidão falar mal do meu e em provar o que digo. Vamos, meu amigo, mais um copinho.
Obrigada, muito obrigada. Thank you so much. All right, so we're gonna continue with a little bit more lively song. This song you're gonna hear at festivals. People love it. It's a very traditional song, but usually you hear this song in festivals because it's just a more livelier song. And you know, that's one thing that Portuguese people love. They love feasts. They love, you know. I'm thinking on something that I heard. Someone told, you know, my family is from the Azores Islands, and they're from the island of Terceira. So the island of Terceira is known as the party island. There's always a feast for something. And a lot of bullfights, a lot of bull runs on the street. And somebody went to a person from Terceira and said, you know, what's going on? All you guys do is party. party here, party there. Doesn't anybody work? And the man from Fado responded and said, man, do you know how much work it takes to organize a party? And that is true, it is. It does take a lot of work to organize a party. But all right, so let's continue with the song. It's called Lorindinha. I invite you, if you know this song, to sing it and sing it loud. There we go.
Ver o teu amor, ai, 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 que ele vai pra guerra. Ver o teu amor, ai, 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 que ele vai pra guerra. Se ele vai pra guerra, deixai-o ir. Se ele vai pra guerra, deixai-o ir. Ele é rapaz novo, ai, 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 ele torna a vir. Ele é rapaz novo, ai, 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 ele torna a vir.
Are you guys enjoying the scenery? These are all parts of different fadistas, and these are the two guitarists that there would be at least two, and this is the 12-string Portuguese guitar, which just has such a beautiful sound. And I invite you to take a trip to Portugal. I've been to Azores so many times, but actually in a couple of weeks will be my first time in Lisbon. And I am just so excited. Yes, everyone tells me that, and I'm just so excited. And I'm actually hoping to stop by at a Fado Tavern. Maybe I'll steal the microphone over there. But yeah, I do encourage you to take a trip, whether it's Lisbon or whether it's the Azores Islands. Just the people are so beautiful, the scenery is beautiful. It's just such a fabulous place. It's definitely a place that you should put on your bucket list if you've never been. So, all right, we're going to continue with another more modernized fado, and it's called Dish Fado.
Que não creio no destino, e o meu fado é nem ter fado nenhum. Cantava bem, sem sequer o ter sentido, sentido como ninguém, mas não tem sentido algum. Ai que tristeza, esta sorte que me existe. Ai que alegria, esta tão grande tristeza. Esperar um dia, eu não espero mais um dia, por aquele que nunca vem e aqui estive presente. Ai que saudade que eu tenho de ter saudade, saudades de ter alguém que aqui está e não existe. Sentir-me triste só por me sentir tão bem, alegre sentir-me bem, só por eu andar tão triste. Não cantar, ai se eu pudesse, e lamentasse não ter mais nenhum lamento. Talvez eu risse num silêncio que fizesse ela se fosse minha, cantar alguém cá dentro. Ai que desgraça, esta sorte que me assiste. Ai mas que sorte eu viver tão desgraçada. A incerteza de nada mais certo existe, além da grande certeza de não estar certo de nada. Ai que saudade que eu tenho de ter saudade, saudades de ter alguém que aqui está e não existe. Sentir-me triste só por me sentir tão bem, alegre sentir-me bem, só por eu andar tão triste. Ai que saudade que eu tenho de ter saudade, saudades de ter alguém que aqui está e não existe. Sentir-me triste só por me sentir tão bem, alegre sentir-me bem, só por eu andar tão triste.
So I have a couple more songs. Before I do end, I do want to thank you again from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for the invitation. Josh, I thank you for contacting me. Thank you, Teresa, for thinking of me. Thank you for the Cultural Council for making this happen. And more importantly, thank you for all of you, because there's nothing worse than singing to an empty room. So I thank you so much for being a part of this, for embracing our Portuguese heritage, the Portuguese culture, and even more special, a Portugal Day. So thank you so much. This next song is a slower song. It's not so much a fado, but it has been sung by many fadistas, and it's just a simple but beautiful song. It's called Chuva, and it kind of fits well. Well, it's not raining right now, but Chuva means rain, and it's just one of those songs that you know, just picture yourself by the window watching the rain, having a cup of cappuccino. That sounds good now.
Coisas vulgares que há na vida não deixam saudades. Só as que doem me fazem sorrir. A gente que fica na história da gente, e outras de quem nem o nome lembramos ao ouvir. São emoções que dão vida à saudade que trago, aquelas que tive contigo e acabei por perder. Há dias que marcam a alma e a vida da gente, e aquele em que tu me deixaste não posso esquecer. A chuva molhava o meu rosto, gelado e cansado. As ruas que a cidade tinha já eu percorrera. E meu choro da moça perdida grita na cidade. E o fogo do amor sob a chuva em instantes morrera. Ai, a chuva ouviu e calou meu segredo à cidade. E eis que ela bate no vidro trazendo a saudade. A chuva molhava meu rosto, gelado e cansado. As ruas que a cidade tinha já eu percorrera. Meu choro de moça perdida gritava a cidade. E o fogo do amor sob a chuva em instantes morrera. Ai, a chuva ouviu e calou meu segredo à cidade. E eis que ela bate no vidro trazendo a saudade.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so we've come to our last song, but this last song I'm going to need your participation. And more importantly, I'm going to invite someone special to sing with me. That's my daughter, Ava. And she kind of didn't want to come, and then she did, and then she's going back and forth. You know how kids are, right? But I'm doing my hardest to instill in them the love for our Portuguese culture and the Portuguese language. Sometimes it's difficult just because everything is American, you know? But I think it's so important. I am grateful for what my parents taught me, and actually my mother's sitting right there. And I thank you so much. I thank them so much for this gift that they have given us, that, you know, even coming to this country and trying to keep up and learning English and learning all of the American ways, that was still able to hold on to our Portuguese roots, to our Portuguese traditions. and more importantly, just teaching me the Portuguese language. And even though I was born here, I'm American born, and I went to Stoughton High School, I went to the North School, and I always grew up around my Portuguese community, and it was just much easier to be able to embrace that, and I just love that that is part of my life, and now I'm able to pass it on to my children. So, she's going to sing with me, and you guys are also going to participate. Now, I was contemplating if I have you guys stand up and learn a dance. So, if you guys want to stand up, I'm not going to, yeah, that's to wake you guys up. I'm not going to put the pressure on. But if you guys want to stand up and learn a little bit of a dance, so next time you guys see a Portuguese festa, you can go over there and say, hey, I know this dance. I invite you to. If not, you can sit and clap your hands. But this song, it's a very popular song. It's called Malhão Malhão. And in this song, whenever I sing, oh Malhão Malhão, you guys have to repeat by clapping. 1, 2, 3. So, oh Malhão Malhão. Good, wow, you guys are pros. And then there's another line after that, but the line kind of changes each verse, so you kind of hear the melody. Yeah. So that's what you guys are gonna do, all right? So if you guys want to stand up, you can stand up. If not, you can sit down and clap. But let's just do this together. And we got some people standing. All right, so now we really gotta dance. All right, so we're gonna teach this dance, right? So it goes like this. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that's how the dance goes. Pretty simple, pretty simple. It'll get you off your feet. You won't have to go to Planet Fitness today. This will be a workout. All right, so let's get it started. Here we go. Come on, Ava.
Comer e beber, tim, passear na rua. Comer e beber, tim, passear na rua. Here we go. Oh, malhão, malhão, quem te deu as voltas? Oh, malhão, malhão, quem te deu as voltas? Foi o caixeirinho, ai, tim, com as pernas tortas. Foi o caixeirinho, ai, tim, com as pernas tortas. Hey! Here we go. Oh, malhão, malhão, quem te deu as meias? Oh, malhão, malhão, quem te deu as meias? Foi o caixeirinho, ai, tim, as pernas feias. Foi o caixeirinho, ai, tim, as pernas feias. Here we go. And if you guys want to get more advanced, you can put your arms up, like they do in the folklore. And go to the left, the right. There we go. Even spin. Rita! Oh, hello, hello. Oh, hello, hello. Thank you all so much. I hope you have a blessed rest of the day. It was such an honor, such a beautiful time to be here with you. I say thank you. She's being very shy. But thank you so much. And I hope to see you soon. God bless you all. Thank you.
all for coming. Happy Portugal Day.